you really know what your cat does once you fall asleep? Most people imagine their cat just curling up nearby, quietly resting until morning. But the moment your breathing slows and the room goes silent, your cat begins a whole set of behaviors you almost never witness. And some of them reveal more about how your cat truly feels about you than anything they do while you lay awake. The strangest one happens right next to your face. You might have felt it before. A soft paw on your cheek, a tiny tap on your nose, or a gentle nudge that wakes you for no clear reason. Most people assume their cat wants food, but that's not always the truth. Cats are incredibly sensitive to breathing patterns. When you fall asleep, your breathing becomes slower and deeper. To your cat, that sudden change stands out immediately. So when that soft paw reaches your face in the middle of the night, your cat may actually be doing something much more serious. They're checking on you. In the wild, cats survive by constantly monitoring the members of their group. If one suddenly becomes still or unresponsive, it can signal danger. That instinct hasn't disappeared just because your cat lives in a warm house. So when they tap your face, they're quietly confirming something. You're breathing. You're alive. Everything is okay. Some animal behavior researchers even suggest cats can notice tiny changes in body chemistry or movement. There have been rare stories where cats repeatedly woke their owners before a medical issue happened. So that little midnight paw tap, it might not be about breakfast at all. Your cat could simply be making sure you're safe. But here's the interesting part. Once your cat decides everything is fine, they don't just go back to sleep. Something else happens next, and most people never notice it. Sometimes, around the middle of the night, your peaceful house suddenly turns into chaos. You're sleeping peacefully, then suddenly thud, scratching sounds, a blur racing down the hallway. Your cat is sprinting around like a tiny rocket at 3 in the morning. It seems random, but it isn't. Cats are naturally most active at dawn and dusk. These hours were prime hunting times for their ancestors. Even indoor cats that have never seen a mouse still carry that internal clock. But those nighttime bursts of energy aren't only about hunting instincts. In many ways, your cat is running a patrol. They dash from room to room, jump on furniture, peek into corners, and race through hallways. It's their version of checking the territory. Your home is their domain, and when everything is quiet and dark, their instincts tell them this is the perfect time to scan the environment. To them, they're not being crazy. They're doing security rounds. And yes, that territory includes you. But the next behavior is far more personal. If you've ever watched your cat on your bed, you might have seen them doing something strange. They press their paws into the blanket over and over, slowly, rhythmically, almost like they're kneading dough. Most people think this is just a leftover habit from kittenhood. But there's another reason. Cats actually have scent glands in their paw pads. Every time they press down on your blanket, your pillow, or the mattress beside you, they're releasing tiny scent markers. In other words, they're marking the spot, but not in an aggressive way. This is a sign of belonging. When your cat needs the bed while you sleep, they're mixing their scent with yours and claiming the space as shared territory. In cat language, that action quietly says something like, "This place is ours." It is one of the clearest signals that your cat sees you as part of their trusted circle. But then there's the behavior that creeps a lot of people out. You might wake up in the middle of the night and notice your cat sitting perfectly still, staring into a dark corner of the room. Their eyes are wide, their ears twitch, and they seem completely focused on nothing. It can feel unsettling, but the truth is far less mysterious. Cats can see in lighting conditions far darker than humans can. Their eyes contain a special reflective layer that allows them to gather even tiny amounts of light. To you, the room looks pitch black. To your cat, it's much clearer, but vision isn't the only difference. Cats can hear extremely high frequencies that humans can't detect. Tiny noises like insects in the walls, pipes shifting, or small movements in the ceiling are obvious to them. So when your cat stares into the darkness, they're not seeing ghosts. They're simply reacting to a world of sights and sounds that your senses completely miss. But the next behavior might be the most surprising of all. Sometimes while you're sleeping, your cat gets very close to your head, so close. You might even feel their whiskers brushing your hair. And occasionally, people wake up to find their hair slightly damp or oddly tangled. The reason? Your cat may have been grooming you. Among cats, grooming isn't just about cleaning. It's a powerful social behavior. Cats only groom other cats they deeply trust. Mothers groom kittens. Bonded cats groom each other. It's a sign of family. So when your cat licks or nuzzles your hair while you're asleep, they're treating you like one of their own. They're including you in their social group. Your scent comforts them, and grooming mixes their scent with yours, strengthening the bond. But the final thing your cat might do at night is the most touching, and you'll probably never witness it. Earlier we talked about your cat checking your breathing. Once they've confirmed that everything is normal, they sometimes sit quietly beside you, and then they do something cats reserve for the ones they trust the most. They slowly blink. In the cat world, a slow blink is a powerful signal of safety and affection. Closing their eyes around another creature means they feel completely secure. Some animal behaviorists who have studied cats at night using low-light cameras notice something fascinating. Cats sometimes perform this slow blink toward their sleeping owners. Even though the person can't see it, even though there's no reaction, they still do it, which means your cat isn't doing it for attention, or food, or praise. They're simply expressing trust in the only language they know, quietly, in the dark, while the person they care about sleeps peacefully beside them. And maybe that's the most interesting thing about cats. Some of their deepest affection happens when no one is watching.